Hi, my name's Andy. Welcome back to episode 2 of my Blacksmithing Basics series. Today we're going to be making a shovel to go along with the fire rake that I showed you how to make in episode 1. So the materials that you'll need is approximately 20 inches or 450mm of 10mm or 3/8 round bar. You can use square bar if you want, it doesn't really matter. And you'll need some plate for the actual shovel part, and I've used 8mm round for the rivets. So we'll be going through riveting today. We'll be dishing the bowl, if you like, of the shovel. I'm not going to show you the eye of the handle because I showed you that last week. So let's just crack on, shall we? Okay, so the plate that we're going to use for the actual shovel is 3mm thick, 3mm, so it's 1/8 of an inch thick, 5 inches long and 4.5 inches wide. I want to cut the corners off so it's a bit more rounded, so all I'm going to do is just trace around a piece of pipe that I happen to have in my scrap bin. So I'm just going to cut those corners off with the angle grinder, and then we can start shaping it. Okay, so I've taken the corners off, and now we're going to move over to the forge. We're going to form the slight dish around the edges for the shovel, and then we'll come back and drill the holes later on. Okay, so to dish the shovel, what we're going to do, we're going to take the chain link that we cut off earlier, put that on the face of the anvil, get the plate hot, and then with a ball peen we're going to come in and dent the sheet so that it raises up into the hammer. I'm going to use a tool that drops into my hardy hole, which is this, and all that is one of these chain links that I have flattened and then welded a shank to so that it just sits into the hardy hole. There's no real benefit, it's just that I've got this available, so I'm going to use it. Don't feel that you can't use one of these, it's absolutely fine. In fact, what I'm going to do is show you using both. Okay, so I'm just going to put the shovel over the dishing form, use the ball peen and just come in. You can see it's kind of just starting to dish. I don't want it particularly deep, so now I'm going to come back to the edges ever so slightly. I don't want them particularly deep either, and I'll go onto the flat of the anvil, flatten it out, and then we'll look into drilling it. Okay, this is the exact same process, just using the plain chain link. Okay, back to flattening it out. Just have a look at it, make sure everything looks okay, it's all even. So what we're going to do now is let that cool off. I'll drill 2 holes in the centre and then we'll move on to the handle. Okay, for the handle, I'm just going to do exactly what I did on the first video, which is the round eye. So I'm not going to film that again because you can just refer back to my first video. You're going to want approximately 18 inches of 3/8 round, and that's 450mm by 10mm round. Okay, so we've got our fire rake and the handle. That's what we're going to do, measure them together. So I want the shovel to be basically the same length as that. So that's going to have to come to about there. So I'll just mark that, and then I'll cut it off with an angle grinder. So we're going to go in, flatten this end, and then we'll drill 2 holes in it that match the holes on the shovel plate, and then we're going to rivet them together. Okay, so I've got it warm. I'm just going to make sure that the eye is facing upwards. Come back. I want about an inch over the face, and come in at once. Just going to clean it up slightly, sweep it back and forth, just to make it nice and even. I'm going to come on the edge. You might find that one side is slightly thinner than the other, in which case just hit the fat side. Should even it out. There we go. Now we've got to drill them. So now we need to rivet the pieces together. I've cut off 2 1/4 inch pieces of mild steel round. They're about, I don't know, just over 1/2 inch long. And we're going to use a block that will raise the rivet off of the anvil so that we don't squash it all. All that is a piece of mild steel bar with a hole drilled in it the same size as the rivet holes, which is 8.5mm, and then the rivet will rest in there like that, and then everything else goes on top of that. So the bar and then the plate, and then we'll just rivet that together, flip it over, do the other side. Light blows, ball peen hammer. Okay, I've just heated the back up, and I'm gonna go for it. So that's how to make a shovel. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe and share, all that good stuff. The subscribe button's down in the left hand corner. Give a thumbs up, comment if I've missed something or if I've done something wrong. Please don't hesitate to tell me. Yeah, give it a go. I hope you can get a shovel out of it. And thanks very much for watching. Cheers, see you next time.